This radio show might make you cry, will probably make you angry, will most assuredly make you laugh, and is guaranteed to make you think. 3-6 Nation Radio, where no topic is too hot, no take is too cold, with Monica Livingston and Sean Parker. 3-6 Nation Radio, in 3, 2, 1.
Woo! Welcome to 3-6 Nation Radio. I am Monica D. Livingston, founder and leader of 36nation.com, and I am here along with my trusted, beloved friend, Sean William Parker, a.k.a. the main event voice. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing, man. I'm excited.
I'm excited. This is going to be a good show, as always. I mean, I don't know if we can ever match Wild Kingdom from last week.
It's going to be tough. But I'm going to do some stuff today that I have never done. I'm going to do a little yoga today.
Oh, I'm glad you qualified
people
that.
People have been trying to get me to do yoga for years to try to get myself
But see, they don't
together.
understand that you have to have an audience, have to have a show
right
before you just kind of come out. You got to save some stuff.
Right. So
that's good.
Anyway, we got a good lineup.
Yes, we do.
Amy Risotto is in the building from Yoga Heights Studio. She's going to talk to us about wellness and yoga and how it can help decrease stress in our life. And then I'm going to
Even though you did type "and" in here. See, you changed it
Mine
on
right
yours.
Amy.
Mine says "and," but that's okay.
That's how you're going to do me, though? Right?
Like
that's how
call
you're
you
going
out
to do it right
just a
there.
little
Let's
bit.
go
Just
to
a little
commercial break. Now, I got to talk to him for a second. Then we also have...
we got Vivid in the building, and I'm excited. I wanted to hear her flow last week. We didn't get a chance last week because we had all manner of craziness going on. But we got her on the show today, got her in a slot.
Yep.
She's going to do her thing. And another thing that we missed last week.
Ivan inspired. And I'm a little nervous. I don't see Ivan yet, but Ivan likes to make an entrance. He'll come
Yes, he does.
5:15. He might be outside practicing. We don't know. But definitely we don't
I love to
miss
see
Ivan.
him coming because he comes down the sidewalk just walking and talking. He's like
without an earpiece on. He just really
just like the black version of Stone Cold Steve Austin coming down the ramp and just walking and talking. And I had to go there, but that's okay.
No matter what, people, we're gonna find a wrestling reference. Okay, that's what Sean does. Doesn't matter.
I got something in here too.
Gosh, and then you've got sports in a minute for us.
Sports in a minute. 3-6 Nation News. You know how we do.
Yep.
And please hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Facebook is 3-6 Nation. Instagram is 3_6_Nation, and on Twitter at 3-6 Nation. So we're going to come back on the other side of a break with 3-6 Nation News. Jacob, Crystal City Sports Pub. What are they all
Parker
about?
Here. And whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food. But then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
Come on, hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up, get up there.
Reviewing last year, ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, get your head on straight.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
There are many ways which we can improve.
That's for sure. You need to get some confidence.
Positive Coaching Alliance has valuable tips and tools to help our kids perform their best while keeping sports enjoyable for everyone. Their development zone is a great resource for parents like us. Positive Coaching Alliance, creating better athletes, better people. Learn more at positivecoach.org/Fox Sports.
This is 3-6 Nation Radio. Monica Livingston, Sean Parker, and guess what it's time for?
What's it time for, Sean?
3-6 Nation News.
The news.
3-6 Nation News, the DMV's #1 source for the hot topics and current news of the day.
All right, so here we go with the news. I'm going to lead off.
What you got for us today?
All right, leading
Hold
off
on.
first.
It's news time. I got to put my glasses on. That looks smart. Okay. They don't have any lenses, but don't tell anybody else that. Okay.
I am
Yeah, I
mad
look
at
like
you.
that.
All right,
Yes.
so I've named my my news segment.
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm a professional. Got to bring it back. All right. So I named my news stories, and I named this first news story Rocky Top 37996. Remember 90210?
Yeah.
Beverly Hills 90210. Okay.
I
Rocky
do.
Top 37996. Former Tennessee Titans and Washington Redskins banana slug of a defensive lineman, Albert Hainsworth. Can you tell I'm a Redskin fan? Yeah, he's a banana slug. Claims he's the victim of domestic violence, according to TMZ, as you can see by the picture that is above us. Hainsworth and his ex-girlfriend, former WNBA player Brittany Jackson, are apparently going through a messy breakup, with Jackson accusing Hainsworth of skipping child support payments and Hainsworth countering her by saying that she physically assaulted and verbally abused him.
Oh, no.
Now, just for the record, Albert Hainsworth is 6'6", 350 pounds, and Jackson is 6 feet and considerably less than 350 pounds.
Wait a minute. She's 6 feet, though?
She used to, she was guard at
She
Tennessee.
was that tall, though. Right.
Yeah.
They in that house rocking.
She's a legit 6 feet.
Like, sound like a fair fight to me. No.
Hainsworth said he had to call the police on Jackson more than 10 times in 2 years. He says, quote, I have witnesses and bruises, but me, for some reason, still tried to protect her by not sending her to jail because I didn't want to ruin her so-called career and name, end quote.
And he called it a
So-called, right. TMZ Sports obtained a police report filed back in January in which Hainsworth told police in Tennessee that Jackson kicked him in the groin twice after an argument at a friend's house. Albert told cops the woman had been drinking wine. Hainsworth also accused Jackson of using racial slurs. The couple does have a child born in 2015.
Okay.
Jackson played college basketball at Tennessee from 2001 to 2005, reaching the Final Four all 4 years. She was there and went to 2 national championship games, then played in WNBA, the NWBL,
Right.
and overseas. She's currently involved in sports broadcasting and conducts basketball camps. Hainsworth was last in the NFL in 2000 with the Patriots and the Buccaneers.
So they fight because they broke.
They fighting because they broke,
Ain't
because
nobody-
they're irrelevant.
Ain't nobody got no job. Ain't nobody played nothing except for cornhole lately. Like,
But here's the question, and this is a question on the serious tip. By the way, I'm sorry, I missed my cue. Just in case we want to see the pictures, you
Yeah.
know, Albert Hainsworth's girlfriend, Brittany Jackson. But, you know, Brittany has another side as well, the athlete. And where's the other picture? No, not of the orange juice.
I'm sure as an
That's
athlete, she
the
drank a lot of
next-
orange juice.
That's the next one. But, yeah, now you see why
Oh.
Albert,
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
so-
I know why I was fighting. What he
right.
fighting for?
He fighting because he's trying to keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but my question for you is,
Yes.
why is it so hard for some people to believe when a man claims that he's being physically abused by a woman?
Because men are supposed to be physically stronger.
Supposed to be, but-
but I will say, let me say this, because I was joking earlier. Absolutely, we don't, I'm against domestic violence on both sides, all sides, heterosexual couples, homosexual couples, male, female, whatever. No one should put their hands on anyone, unless they ask you to put their
Right,
hands.
right,
Then that's
right,
another
right.
story. But in violence and outrage, that never should be done. And there are a lot of men that are abused verbally and also physically. And I think sometimes it's a lot easier for a woman to abuse a male physically because men aren't going to talk about it. They're
Right.
not going to go tell their boys, she whipped me last night.
she
And
whipped my
men a
behind
lot of
last
times
night.
don't hit
Right.
back because they've been taught, if they've been raised right, not to put their hands on a woman regardless of what happens. So
And
I think it's the
women know
silent
that,
thing. Yeah.
and women know that, and they will take advantage.
Antagonize the heck out of
I
you.
can get some free shots in on
Right.
them.
Yeah. I mean, I think, that's where you can't hit her, but maybe just, shake her a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just a little bit. I'm sorry. It's one
Eat the
of those
cake,
days.
Anime. Eat the cake.
Eat the cake, Anime. No, 36 Nation, no domestic violence.
Not
Say
at
no
all.
the time.
Under no
I hope they work
circumstance.
it out. I hope they seek some counseling, and especially that they have one kid. You said
One, yes.
Okay, so let's keep our fingers, and toes crossed for them, and that they'll work it out and keep their hands to themselves.
Yes.
More importantly,
Please.
what else
All
you
right.
got?
You want me to go with my second
Oh,
one?
I'll go.
No, yeah, you go.
All right, so check this out. DC is looking into a proposal of setting up supervised injection sites for drug users. The opiate epidemic is just astronomical right now, and we've lost so many lives here in DC. More than 200 people have died in the District of Columbia alone just last year of opiate overdoses, which is 160% increase over the last 2 years. So DC leaders say drastic measures are needed to stop overdoses, and some are considering a plan that may surprise you. City lawmakers are currently looking into a plan to open up so-called injection sites, places where addicts can go take their drugs and medical professionals are nearby. So if anything happens, you start to OD, there's someone right there, and counselors are also going to be right there on site to try to talk to them about other options, offer counseling. This was done somewhere with some success in it escapes me now, and I'll come back around for that. But
Okay.
Muriel Bowser is on board to say at least let's consider it, do our homework, and so she's sending.
Is it Canada?
Yep.
It says
No.
Canada? Oh, okay.
Health director. Sending the health director to Canada, and to see what they've done there and how it has decreased the drug addicts there and the opiate usage. So my question is, it's kind of similar to the needle exchange program when the AIDS epidemic broke out. It was better to have people have clean needles since they were still going to be, using IV drug use was still on a high. The question that I have, and we'll talk to our guests that are in the audience today. We always bring it back
Sure.
around. We want everybody's opinion on this. Is that okay? What do you think about that? It sounds like a setup to me. but-
Well, when you first mentioned that, the needle exchange was the first thing that popped into my head, and that from an epidemic standpoint, from an outbreak standpoint, it sounds logical because a lot of times HIV and AIDS is transmitted through the sharing of needles.
Right.
So if you can eliminate that particular thing, then it makes sense in that regard. But on the other hand, you are basically state sanctioning drug use, which I'm not down for.
Yeah, and a lot of people just sitting around and knowing that they can get high. I mean, isn't a deterrent, one of the deterrents of drug use, one of them? I mean, I know if you're truly an addict, there's, you need treatment and all that, but I just think that it will increase, recreational drug use. Now I can go somewhere and I can get shot up. Maybe I'll try it, because some people are afraid of the effects and dying. Well, you're going to be there to help me if I start ODing, so I'm good.
Right.
Sounds a little irresponsible for me. I'm interested to see what, the research that Canada has, real data, real numbers, and what is going to come back here and how we could set that up. But we'll keep watching that one and let you guys know about that. What else you got, Sean?
Definitely. Okay. So I got
Let's
a
take it a
question
little
for
lighter,
you.
right?
Take a little bit lighter,
about something
but
else.
I don't know. Depending on your taste, maybe this isn't so light. Question for you: do you like orange juice? Do you drink orange juice?
I do, especially with vodka,
Okay. Okay. Well, that's
but alone as well.
all right. Well, hey, very good. Well, you might have a little bit of issue with that going forward.
What happened?
I have entitled this story "Damn."
As Florida Evans would say.
Yes. Hurricane Irma plundered Florida. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah.
All right. Hurricane Irma plundered Florida.
Jeez. Yeah, you need your own.
There you go. Plundered Florida's Orange Belt, leaving a trail of uprooted trees, down fruit, and flooded groves worse than anything growers say they have seen in more than 20 years. Whoa. It could even be the knockout blow for a product, orange juice, that has been slipping in popularity among Americans, although the beverage still ranks as the country's favorite fruit.
Really?
The most recent estimates of the widespread damage to Florida's orange trees put the statewide losses at as high as 70%. That could lead to orange shortages, price hikes, and for farmers, lost harvests, all on top of a debilitating plant disease called citrus greening and a long-term national decline in orange juice consumption. and the director of the growers group down there said that significant is not the right word. It's somewhere between significant and catastrophic, and that's a big word. I don't use it lightly. Orange juice is big business, and it's Florida, and Florida is the epicenter. According to the Department of Agriculture, the average American drinks, how many pounds of orange juice do you think the average American drinks in a year? Just spitballing.
5. Ivan is in the building. And 5, so I'm glad.
5
to
what,
see
pounds?
5.
5.
Yeah, sure, 5 pounds.
5 pounds? How
8.
about 23.74 pounds of orange juice a year?
Whoa.
Or roughly an ounce each day more than any other fruit. By comparison, most Americans eat 10.6 pounds of fresh apples and just 2.7 pounds of fresh oranges. So, yeah, we're getting our oranges
Look here, man,
and
we're
our
doing the
vitamin C
wrong
through
thing.
orange juice. I know, right?
Let's get out of here and grow some oranges.
Exactly.
Like,
Well, it looks like we can't go to Florida to do it.
Right.
California and Texas also grow oranges, but Florida is the source. 90% of the oranges that go into orange juice come from Florida. So if Florida's crop gets wiped out, that's big trouble for the orange juice industry. The question that I have is, well, I asked you part of it.
Yeah.
Do you drink orange juice? You said yes.
Yes.
All right. So if OJ ends up going the way of the dinosaur or the McDLT,
you said OJ, I got nervous.
I know, right? Orange juice, not Orenthal James.
I said, where is he? Oh, okay.
So the question is, will you miss it? And it sounds like your other beverage, the clear beverage that you have, will miss its companion.
Yeah, this is a travesty.
It is.
I feel like I'm speechless about it.
I drink orange juice with my Pop-Tarts. I mean, it's...
Well, listen.
Oh, wait. No, here's the big question. Pulp or no pulp?
Oh, no pulp.
Nah, me too.
No pulp.
I like my orange juice smooth.
Yeah, I have some texture issues sometimes, but that's another show. All right.
Can't do that.
Last story, because we got to move. We got a packed show again. We can't run out of time today. We will not run out of time. Somebody's calling into the show. Oh, they can wait for a second because that's about some business. This is going to be a real quick. So Alpha Phi sorority sisters at the University of New Hampshire are under fire after a video surfaced of the group shouting the N-word in a song. They were singing along to Kanye West's 2005 rap hit Gold Digger. Jacob, can we show them what was done? And this is a quick question. What do you think? Is it harmless fun?
Okay.
Should they be allowed to use it? Oh, I forgot to tell you, they white. So that's where the controversy is, right? So let's see.
Okay, so the uproarious laughter you heard just now.
Yeah. Jacob, the engineer.
Jacob, he said he went to University of New Hampshire and he knew about half the people in that video. So
right. So maybe they're singing to Jacob.
Okay, so here's my take on it. Here's my take on it. People might not agree with it, but my take on it is the N-word in question is part of the lyrics of the song. Mm-hmm. They didn't mean any intent. They didn't mean any ill intent by using it. They were singing a song. Mm-hmm. Could they have possibly censored themselves? Sure. But,
did they look like they enjoyed it more when that part came, though? Because it was one that was just like, I was like, you could calm down.
I mean, people enjoy that. Let me tell you just a real quick story.
Make it brief.
All right, because I DJ part time. And a couple of years ago, I was DJing a party with my unseen friend Kurt.
Right.
Hey,
Kurt.
We're DJing a party, and so a guy came up. He was a Caucasian gentleman, and he came up. He was like, "Yeah, I want to hear that song," and you could see he was searching.
Right.
I want to hear that song. Yeah, the one with Kanye and Jay-Z. The one where they went on tour and they were doing that song together. And we're sitting there like
only 50 songs.
We're sitting there like, yeah, no. We knew the one he was talking
right.
about. We're like, okay, I'm waiting, waiting
right.
for him to, and yeah, that song. And I mean, he started sweating, and so we're looking at him.
Y'all just let that man sit there like
finally,
that.
after about 45 seconds.
What's the song? Say it. What's the song you want to hear?
After about 45 seconds, my friend Kurt let him off the hook and was like, "Just Paris, sir. That's all you had to say. just Paris. And he's like, yeah, Paris, yeah, that song. So, but if he had said it, and we were two African American men standing there, it was okay because it was the song.
Okay.
So I don't have a problem with
Listen, I think that for the sake of time, we're going to keep this moving. But this is a conversation that could be an entire show.
Yes.
I do want our guests to weigh in on all the stories just with quick answers. Also, we'll get to that later. But that is 36 Nation News. When we come back, it'll be our community spotlight segment. And we have Amy Risotto in the building from Yoga Heights. And she's going to talk to us about Yoga Heights and how we can get our inner calm. So, Jacob, let's first look at a little bit of what Yoga Heights does. Take it away. 36 Nation Radio. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, 36 Nation Radio. Monica, we have a guest. Who do we have here with us?
This is Amy Risotto. Risotto, right? Risotto? Risotto. Amy Risotto from Yoga Heights. She's in the building helping us today figure out what yoga really is.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, I have been a person that's been like, I don't understand the hype of yoga. I didn't think that it was hard enough. I'm an athlete, right? So I'm used to flipping tires long time ago. And working out like an athlete does, sprints and, high intensity aerobic type workout. And yoga seems really slow and calm and like y'all just posing and stuff. But I just have it. So I'm here. This is why we do this show, so you can educate me. But then since then I've watched I've tried to do a couple of yoga moves, and it's a lot of core work, and it's difficult. So first off, just tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been doing yoga, and why you got into it in the first place.
All right. Hopefully I can demystify some of yoga for you. I've been practicing yoga for 13 years.
Okay.
Long time. I've been teaching for 5. The studio's been open for 3.5.
Cool.
For me, I came to yoga because I actually was an athlete in high school. Not good athlete. Turns out I don't have any hand-eye coordination, so anything that involves like props.
That's hard.
What was the sport?
Field hockey was my best, but it wasn't good.
Ooh, they gave you a stick with no eye. Okay.
I was the
That's
girl who got
dangerous.
clocked in the face with a stick and hit in the eye. And that was all my own fault.
Your own stick.
So when I found out yoga, you just have a mat. It seemed a lot safer.
Right. Okay, 13 years though. That's a long time. So you got certified, right? And then you opened the school. Why did you and Jess open the school? Right?
Yeah. So Jess and I opened the studio 3.5 years ago. We did the same teacher training program. Jess had this amazing vision for building a community in a space that I had no idea would do what it's done.
Right.
I just wanted to teach yoga, and I believed in her vision for yoga for everybody, and it's been cool to see it, be a part of it, see it come to fruition.
Okay, now you said yoga for everybody. What is the most difficult thing, or what is the thing that people say when they are coming in and they are doing yoga for the first time? What's the biggest challenge that people have coming in?
Oh, you tell me. So the thing
I've never done it, so my biggest challenge would be flexibility. That's just I don't have it.
Yeah, I'm not real flexible.
And I was gonna say, because there's a difference between barrier to entry, like what gets you to actually come into the studio. Why don't people set foot in the studio, right? And a lot of people say flexibility or they don't think it's going to be hard enough, right? It's going to be too like woo-woo. Jess and I talk
Right.
about the woo-woo.
Yeah.
And that we're not the woo-woo part of yoga. We try to make it unintimidating for people. But I think the hardest part is like being bad at it at first, if you can say that. Like you're not bad at yoga, but like you're gonna maybe feel bad when you
Yeah,
first
because it feels like you can't
start
really do
doing
any of
Yeah.
the moves and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you're like,
Okay.
never. I would think that after the first time, you're like, that
Yeah.
didn't work out, and never mind. How many members do you guys have now? What's the growth like?
We have about between 200 and 250 members. It kind of ebbs and flows at any given time. But I mean, in terms of foot traffic, we have thousands of people who come through our doors every month, and it's been wonderful to watch it grow. And we just have an unbelievable community. Like Jess and I have been able to take a back seat and let others lift it up to where it is now.
Well, that means that they just stay home now, count the cash, and got other people. That's translation there.
But that has to be very rewarding
Yeah.
and satisfying to be able to step back and see it take off and grow.
Yeah, and we're lucky enough to be in a service industry where people come to you to take a break from the rest of their life. So they come in with this like sense of like every time they show up,
Right.
and like to be that space where people feel good.
Right.
Is-
And especially after class.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the immediate benefits from yoga, and how long do you have to stay with yoga in order to see those benefits?
Yeah, so I mean, the immediate benefits are that if you go through a whole class, by the end of it, your heart rate will be lowered, you'll be more calm, you might sleep better depending on what class you did. If you did a really active class, you might have more energy. So we talk a lot about prana in yoga, which just means energy.
Okay.
And so there's different targets there, but that's the immediate return. If you want to see like the long-term benefits where your body changes, your mentality changes, the way you approach the world maybe reaching, but changes, then we encourage people to come 2 to 3 times a week and make it part of
let's
their
not
routine.
reach with that though. No, we want to be able to
Yeah.
change the world with everything that we do.
Yeah, and I
So-
think that yoga, I know, has some benefits, especially the meditation, and just I think that people need to calm down some,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
at the very least, when you're center yourself and calm down, there's got to be benefits from that. Even though I don't know how to do that, I'm just saying, can people with ADHD benefit from yoga?
Yes.
I just need to know, 'cause
Yes.
I'm trying to just
So the
pay
like
attention right now.
like
We're not laughing at ADHD. We're
Sorry,
laughing
no,
at Monica.
yeah, no,
have
not
it.
laughing at ADHD.
No,
to be
I
clear.
have it. I'm the spokesperson, okay, for it. So don't worry, I'm not laughing at it. But you can. I can get centered and that calm. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna try it and see. So this is what
Yeah.
we're gonna do. I'm gonna change clothes, Amy, real quick, and then when we come back from break, I'm gonna meet Amy over here in the other part of the studio, and you're gonna maybe downward dog or something. I don't know. That's all you like that, right? I looked that up on the internet on the way over here. That's my research to. Downward dog, or tree, or something. So this is 3-6.
God!
It's 3-6 Nation Radio.
God, please, no! No!
We're coming back right after the break.
Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
Come on, hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up, get up there.
Reviewing last year, ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, get your head on straight.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
There are many ways which we can improve.
That's for sure. You need to get some confidence.
Positive Coaching Alliance has valuable tips and tools to help our kids perform their best while keeping sports enjoyable for everyone. Their development zone is a great resource for parents like us. Positive Coaching Alliance, creating better athletes, better people. Learn more at positivecoach.org/Fox Sports.
It's about respect. Respect for our teammates, respect for our fans, and respect for our game.
It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. On this team, we're a family.
Racist, sexist, and homophobic language have no place on our team.
We pledge to make our locker room a safe place for everyone.
No matter your race, religion, or whether you are straight or gay, if you can play, you can play.
Woo! All right, we're back.
Welcome back to 36 Nation Radio. As you can see, Monica looks like she is ready to get her yoga on.
Is this yoga gear? This is not really yoga gear, is
I like
it?
your raccoon socks a lot. Those are cute.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to step out of the way.
Okay.
I'm going to be off camera, and I'm going to let y'all do
All
your
right.
thing.
All right. Here, I think I might not need this, right?
All right, well, I'll take that from you. Okay.
So this is your first time ever doing yoga.
Yes.
Okay. Anything I should know about? Any injuries? No. All right. I'm gonna have you try downward facing dog. Okay. So go ahead and come on down to your hands and your knees. Actually,
See, you talked that one into existence.
I know. I wasn't gonna do it to you, but here we go. Okay. So bring your hands down. Okay. So this is tabletop position. All right. And then what I want you to do is I want you to tuck your toes underneath you, and then press into the toes and lift your knees up and hover your knees. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now from there, press your chest back to your thighs. Yeah, press. All right, now try to lift those hips up and back. Straighten your legs. That's getting there. See? Yeah, that's down dog. There you go. That's your downward facing dog. Okay, then come on down for a sec. Yeah, down and then down and then come on up. Skip that part. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, what? So mountain pose. Mountain pose is like the most foundational pose in yoga. Big toe mounts touch. I know. We probably should have. You gave me the idea about down dog though. Okay. Right. So mountain pose, it's Tadasana. You're standing nice and tall. Your feet are pretty close together. I've been trying to do that my whole life. There you go. That's what yoga's good for. It's good for the posture. Okay. And then you're just gonna stand proud. Pull your shoulders back. Lift your chest up. Mm-hmm. And then close your eyes. Mm-hmm. And bring your hands to your heart.
Both of them?
Yep. Both like palms pressed. Nope. Well, that's cute.
I pledge allegiance
too,
to the flag.
Palms like pressed. Okay. Yeah. To there you go. Okay. Yeah. So this is a mudra. This is prayer mudra, and you can just set an intention for your practice you're about to do. Okay. Yeah, anything you want or dedicate. Yeah. This is it. This is yoga. If we do nothing else, you just did yoga.
Really? What about this?
Okay, but no, we're about to do tree. Yeah, no, we're about to do tree.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your good leg? What's your good leg? Everybody has a good leg. Everybody has a bad leg. That's your good leg. Left leg. Okay. So start by bringing your right heel to your left ankle.
Okay.
And then your hands back to your heart.
Oh yeah.
Yep, gotta do that. Okay. From there,
what
see.
What should I say when I do that? Nothing. I don't need to say anything.
You could say Om. Om. That is the sound that unites us all. Yeah. What if you brought your foot up to your inner calf? What if you did that? What if you tried it?
Okay.
Oh, I might fall. This isn't good. Yeah. Okay. Navel to spine. What if you brought your foot up to your inner thigh?
You get tricky.
Inner thigh. And you can reach down. You can place your foot. I'll stop you. I'll protect you.
There it is. There it is.
We can do toppling tree, too. Yeah, look.
Very nice.
You're a pro.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
36 Nation right here, baby.
Yes, round of applause. Yes.
All right. Thank you. I take everything back I said about yoga.
You're so
I broke out in a full sweat, and I have done
That was
37
awesome.
seconone My back is wet. Be careful. My back is soaking wet. The 37
Moist.
seconds.
Moist.
I'm dying. I'm going to need some water, but please tell everybody about the second location, the first location, how they can get in touch with you guys, and all that good stuff. So you can look right in that camera and tell them about Yoga Heights.
All right, so actually our first location is 3506 Georgia Avenue. We're just right up the street here on the same side. Our second location is going to open up late November-ish. You know how construction works. It's going to be at 255 Carroll Street, Northwest, up in Tacoma Park, so right by the Maryland line, but not quite there yet. You can find us at www.yogaheightsdc.com, on Twitter at yogaheightsdc, Instagram yogaheightsdc, and on Facebook at /YogaHeights.
Sweet. Now listen, as we go to commercial break, Jacob, we'll go to commercial break. But as we go, why don't you show us some real yoga? Let me see you, show us what you're working with. Don't come
Oh,
with
God.
You know.
Can I give you this?
Right.
All right, what yoga? What do you want to see?
Python eating a small child.
Wow.
That's Ivan's in the building.
Was that real, Ivan? Was it Python eating a small child? We need to talk after the show, man. That's, wow.
Can you do some of that crazy balancing stuff? Isn't that crazy? Dang.
For the stomach, we gotta get into the core. Boat pose. This is like the worst thing ever. I could do those. Yeah.
Okay. Now we have people lined in the studio audience talking about they can do that. We're going to go to commercial now. We're going to go to commercial, and we're going to give Vivid an opportunity right after she raps to do exactly what Amy just did, and we're going to see.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go to break. We're going to have 3 6 Nation Sports in a minute, and then we're going to have Vivid doing yoga and rapping.
We'll be back.
It's Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
Come on, hustle. Get your head in the game. Come on.
Are you setting the right example for your kids?
Are you even trying? The ball's down there. What are you doing? You need to get some confidence.
Come on, hustle up, get up there.
Reviewing last year, ad revenue has declined 15%.
Come on, get your head on straight.
Before your child's next game, ask yourself, how would you like it if they copied your behavior?
There are many ways which we can improve.
That's for sure. You need to get some confidence.
Positive Coaching Alliance has valuable tips and tools to help our kids perform their best while keeping sports enjoyable for everyone. Their development zone is a great resource for parents like us. Positive Coaching Alliance, creating better athletes, better people. Learn more at positivecoach.org/Fox Sports.
3 6 Nation Sports in a minute.
Former Major League All-Star turned hometown mayor Raul Mondesi was sentenced to an 8-year prison term in the Dominican Republic and fined 60 million pesos, or $3.35 million, for corruption during his 6-year term as mayor of San Cristobal. Mondesi spent 13 years in the majors, batting .273 with 271 home runs. His son Raul currently plays for the Kansas City Royals. The world of pro wrestling lost a living legend. Raymond Lewis Heenan, known to the world as Bobby the Brain Heenan, died on Sunday due to complications from throat cancer, in remission since 1994. Heenan was considered by many to be the greatest wrestling manager of all time. Ric Flair and Andre the Giant were just 2 of dozens of men that were members of his stable called the Heenan family. The Brain was 72. And France announced today that it will skip the 2018 Winter Olympics in North Korea if its security cannot be guaranteed in the wake of increased tensions on the Korean peninsula. That's 3 6 Nation Sports in a minute. I'm Sean Parker.
SWP. You forgot to say I'm SWP.
You know,
That's my favorite part when you say that.
I'm SWP.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right. So we are going to move right along with this action-packed show. We have been talking about this young lady for the last 2 weeks, and so now is the time. She began doing local shows in 2012 around the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, including Baltimore County, Prince George's County, and St. Charles County for fun, and became more interested and in tune with her talent once she realized how much people enjoyed her music. The hype encouraged her to be more a part of the indie scene, which led to her doing shows in New York, Baltimore, the Eddie Kane Show on the East Coast, and Easy Street Showcase, and an interview with WKYS's radio personality Easy Street.
Oh, shucks.
She was also titled DMV's Own in 2014 for winning in a showcase with your boy P. Stu of 93.9 WKYS, which awarded her to be featured on their website and radio spins of her music. In 2015, she became part of an all-female project called Resurrecting Queens that consisted of 24 females from around the DMV area. They all collaborated and remade the late 1980s Stop the Violence movement song titled Self-Destruction. I remember that song. I love that song. Yeah. By KRS-One and various artists. The song reached over 10,000 views on YouTube and led to the ladies winning the Best Video of the Year and Best Female Group of the Year at the 2016 Titan Awards. And she just recently released her first mixtape on Dat Piff in November of 2016, which is titled Half Daughter, Half Son. We are talking about the one, the only, Vivid.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do. She's going to perform. We're going to talk with her manager, TK, or Pretty Boy Washington, depending upon what, how you follow her or whatever. I'm not going to tell y'all her real name. I didn't know her way too long. I'll spell it for y'all later.
Wow.
But Jacob, while we get set up over there, because we'll talk to them first, let's just take a quick commercial break and then come right back with the interview with Vivid and TK Washington. And then don't go anywhere, because then she's going to perform. We'll be right back. This is 36 Nation Radio.
It's Sean Parker here. And whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food. But then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
All right, 36 Nation Radio, we are back. TK Washington and Vivid are on your screen right now. Say hello to the people.
What's goody, everyone? How y'all doing?
All right. Y'all are too cool. I mean, that's just
I know, just over there, just
feel like I'm watching, BET Raps or something. Is that not cool? Not BET Raps? Oh, my bad. Anyway, so
it's 36 Nation Raps today.
And first off, Vivid, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come back. The show, as you know, you were here, the snakes and reptiles. We probably would have had time for you to perform had you not asked your question about the reptiles. So it's actually your fault you got bumped. But thank you for your audience participation in last week's segment. And so thanks for coming back. We're going to definitely make sure we get you on the set today. But first off, tell us a little bit about how long you've been rapping.
If I tell you how long I've been rapping, it's going to tell you how old I am.
Okay.
But I've been rapping for over 10 years.
Okay.
I just started taking my music serious probably around 2012.
Okay.
When I realized people really like my music. So
now, do you do all your own writing?
All of it.
Okay.
Every bar and line.
So what's the inspiration? Is the inspiration coming from your own life, from your own experience?
Majority of it does. Some of it come from like things I dream about having or wanting, or visions I've seen, or even people around me. Stories from people I grew up with, been around, things I've been through, people I know, everything, relationships. Life problems, issues, success, everything.
The industry.
The industry for sure.
And Vivid, who's sitting next to you?
Right here this my big son. This my manager, TK, Pretty Boy Washington, man. She been around for a long time, and I asked her to be my manager because she's just always had the best ideas, you know, the most concern, always checking up. She supported me with everything, all that. So I was just like, well, how about we just get this like a little dry run and see how this go, what you want to do. And she was like, well, all right, we could just give it a little dry run, and if I like it, then I do it. So we just been kind of stuck together like glue, you know, and it's been working out. You know,
it does make it so much easier and a lot less scary when you have somebody with you that is along for the ride and can give you that encouragement and everything. And so, you know, definitely hold on to that relationship. Question I have for you is a question I have for everybody that performs, because I perform in a certain way doing sports announcing in front of in front of a crowd.
My bad.
No, in front of a crowd.
But somebody ain't know about you, Sean. Okay, right.
But the question that I have is, when you are performing, what is, or is there a scariest part about performing when you get on stage? Is there something that you're just like, what's the scariest part about performing in front of people?
Right before I go on stage, my nerves are like all over the place. I got the bubble guts, my mouth dry, like all of that. But my not even my secret. These glasses. Once that music come on, that's it. Like, y'all wouldn't even believe I stutter for real when I talk. But when I do my music, you wouldn't even know it, not even a little bit.
Well, good.
Well, you know what? I'm excited. I want to hear it. Yeah, let's do it.
One thing that's not going to happen this week is we are not going to be asking Vivid to come back for a third week because we didn't get it. So,
and we're not going to push Ivan again either.
No, and we're not. So we're gonna scrap the game and we're gonna rock and roll. We're gonna take just a 30-second. Jacob, you can play. We'll get Vivid's music queued up, and then when we come back on the stage, we'll be Vivid. We'll be right back. This is 36 Nation Radio.
It's about respect. Respect for our teammates, respect for our fans, and respect for our game.
It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. On this team, we're a family.
Racist, sexist, and homophobic language have no place on our team.
We pledge to make our locker room a safe place for everyone.
No matter your race, religion, or whether you are straight or gay, if you can play, you can play.
It's Sean Parker here, and whenever I want some good food in nice-sized portions, not bird-sized food, but big boy portions, I look no further than the Crystal City Sports Pub. Now, if you just stayed on the original first story of the restaurant, you'd be more than happy with the pool tables and the aforementioned good food, but then they went and added a grand second story with, check this out, 6 37-inch LCDs, 2 8-foot projection screen TVs, and a 10-foot projection screen TV, and as a cherry on the top, a state-of-the-art sound booth. They're open 365 days a year, and they are waiting for you. The Crystal City Sports Pub, 529 23rd Street South in Arlington, Virginia. Call them at 703-521-8215 or visit them on the web at ccsportspub.com.
Come on, hustle.
What's goody? I go by the name of Vivid. DC artist. This is my cover song right here for Designer Panda, man. Want y'all crank with me. Let's go. Shout out to 36 Nation. And listen, Vision. Yeah. From the district. This is the best cover song for this song that ever came out. I'm telling y'all what y'all know, and you can understand everything I'm saying. So you have fucking nigga shit up. Let's go. Panda. I know frauds, I know bammers. Niggas that fake with the hammers. Oh, that broad, yeah, I had her. Hit that bitch back in the bendo. I got 2 chicks for her Spanish. Black and white just like a panda. I walk in just like a rubber. They be praising me forever. Vivid so clever. Fuck with me, never. I'm talking about whoever. You can get it whenever. I see your brother, go get her. Take a bitch straight from a nigga. Now he made her wanna kill us, but now he missed to get the picture. I know frauds, I know bammers. Niggas that fake with the hammers. Oh, that broad, yeah, I had her. Hit that bitch back in the bendo. I got 2 chicks for her Spanish. Black and white just like a panda. I walk in just like a rubber. They be praising me forever. Vivid so clever. Fuck with me, never. I'm talking about whoever. can get it whenever. I see a broad, I go get her. Take a bitch straight from a nigga. Now he mad and wanna kill us, but now he missing, get the picture. Once again, I go by the name of Vivid. Shout out to 36 Nation and Listen Vision. Let's go. We gonna get to this song right now. Listen, I know frauds, I know bammers. Niggas that fake like shit with the hammers. Police cars and news cameras. Boy, you done made the news, Channel 7. Plus on Sunday morning, here at 7. Your mama been crying all day up to heaven. Kids ain't got no daddy, none of just some bad shit. Hey, let's go. I'm flying shit with no phantom. My car ain't the color of panda. Rolling J's like a cannon. That's something you fuck niggas ain't understanding. I made my first grip of supplying them. I take that money and she walks his time rubber band. Yeah, look, let's go. Fuck it, this Vivid bitch. Did this Panda remix so ridiculous. Now my stamina so off the rip the bitch. Got them haters like, where did she get the shit? Those some queens that pull up with the simmies, blazers, shoot the killers, the model, no hesitation. Patty cake, yeah, I know I'm baking, but this phone I go cookie right in the bacon. Yeah, I love the bacon. I know broads, but they business with 4 cars to be shit. That's how they living. I did it all in the kitchen, the flicking, the wrist, and the whipping. I'm flipping them chickens. Set it off is the mission. I know how to get their attention. Yeah, Vivid be spitting, setting bars like a prison. I go hard like a prison. That's law. You hear me? You can understand everything I'm saying. Let's go. Once again, I go by the name of Vivid. Shout out to 36 Nation, man. We gonna get back to this crankers right here. Look, I know frauds, I know bammers. Niggas that fake with the hammers. Oh, that broad, yeah, I had her. Hit that bitch back at the bendo. I got 2 chicks on his Spanish. Black and white just like a panda. I walk in just like a rapper. They be praising me forever. This Vivid so clever. Fuck with me? Never. I'm talking about whoever. You can get it whenever. I see your brother, go get her. Take a bitch straight from a nigga. Now they mad, I wanna kill us, but now he missing, get the picture. I know frauds, I know bammers. Niggas that fake with the hammers. Oh, that broad, yeah, I had her. Hit that bitch back at the bendo. I got 2 chicks on his Spanish. Black and white just like a panda. I walk in just like a rubber. They be praising me forever. Vivid so clever. Fuck with me? Never. I'm talking about whoever. You can get it whenever. I see a brother, go get her. Take a bitch straight from a nigga. Now he mad and wanna kill us, but now he missing, get the picture. Once again, I go by the name of Vivid, man. You can catch me on Instagram at Vivid30. Shout out to 36 Nation and Listen Vision Studios. You can catch this mixtape right here with this song on it on that path, half daughter, half son. Yeah.
Panda. Oh, what happened? Panda.
All I was gonna say is
Frauds in Atlanta.
36 Nation, you have just been served.
Panda. Okay, listen, we don't have time.
Vivid.
We're not gonna do this. Ivan Inspired is coming to the stage. Next, we're switching gears. Ivan, you've got 2 minutes of your rant. Woo, you pumped? You ready? Come on up here like a panda. Panda. Hurrah. Hurrah. Put your hands together for Ivan Inspired. Give it up for Vivid also in the Listen Vision Studios.
We're not even gonna do the intro. We're just gonna go right into Ivan. Ivan, you ready?
All right.
2 minutes on the clock. Ready? Go.
This morning, I was walking down Anacostia with a group of over 300 students who were marching for peace. And I was excited, and I went up to them and I said, tell me what you see. What are you out here for? What is your message? And they looked at me over and over again, and they told a story of their community. They said, we are seeped in violence, domestic violence, violence against women, sexual violence, we have police violence, we have racial violence, we have cyberbullying. People are dying in our streets. The woman I rode here today in the Uber told me that her best friend got shot yesterday. This is the world we live in, and I asked these students, what do we need to do to change this? And they looked at me, and all of them agreed. In order to fix this problem, we have to change the way that we relate to one another. We have to change our conversation, our communication. We have to stop being violent, and we have to vow to be peaceful. That doesn't happen as a system. That happens one person to one person. One boy at the very end of it looked at me and said, we didn't actually change anything, and he's wrong. I had 300 students marching in their community saying that they are fighting for peace. That's what it takes to change the world, because 300 students tell their friends, and if that spreads to every high school in the city, we have tens of thousands of students, and if that spreads to every high school in the country, we have millions of students, and that is a generation of nonviolent practitioners who will change the world. We can do this, but it doesn't happen over a large period. It happens with you as an individual deciding.
Once again, with time to spare, that was Ivan Inspired.
But there's nothing else to be said. There's nothing else to be said after that except for this. Make sure you don't go anywhere and you turn in for Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
Thursday Night Tea.
With Anthony. They're coming up next. All right. This has been 36 Nation Radio. I'm Monica Livingston.
I am Sean William Parker, the main event voice. We will see you next Thursday right here, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central, 3 Pacific. Right here. Listen Vision Live, 36 Nation Radio. We out.